We knew it was going to be an enormous challenge, but we also knew it was the only way to tell this story to protect the creative integrity, making a very realistic story.
You know why we're not going to lose money on this? Because what we do keeps the world's economy afloat. Don't ever forget that.
What we felt that was pretty interesting, Roberto Saviano's take on the narco traffic. That was more a take on the globalization. So not just talking about the narco trafficking itself, but an excuse to explore our crazy world using the cocaine as a deformate lens to observe the world.
What I did know is we were going to travel a shipment of cocaine really all over the world. So I knew that it was going to be epic. It was going to be vast and epic.
I think it was really a gift to travel around the world, work with all these people, and get to know them and talk with different actors all around the world. And I also think it's one of the things that sets this series apart, is just the international scale of it. I think it's what makes it so beautiful to watch and so dynamic and unpredictable. And it was definitely one of the coolest parts about it, for sure.
The really unique thing actually about this series is that we shot the locations we're trying to represent, for the most part, we're in them. We're not pretending to be somewhere else. It's not a set. We're on location the whole time. Other than, I think, one place, everything is real.
Esa internacionalidad del proyecto le permitió ser tan grande como es, abarcar tanto en un sentido de producción, en un sentido interpretativo, de tener diferentes formas de ver el mundo, además de una apuesta muy complicada para locaciones. Yo siento que en muchos sentidos era más fácil para ellos hasta irse a foro, ¿no? En algunas escenas interiores o en algunas cosas de efectos especiales, ¿no? Que ya la mayoría de las películas que son así de gran escala, pues ponen atrás una manta verde y luego ya lo rellenan con lo que quieran. Aquí no, y eso creo que tiene su valía. Creo que la forma en que respira la cámara dentro de esas locaciones es una cosa cinematográfica muy peculiar de esta serie y que se ve trasladada en las distintas narrativas de cada uno de los directores, que no deja de consolidarse en una misma narrativa, ¿no?
E dare di mangiare a tutta gente nostra servono assai sordi.
La única ley que realmente importa en la guerra es que tus hermanos están a tu lado.
We certainly didn't go into it blindly. Our starting point was the idea that we would tell our story in the places where it was actually set, and therefore all the consequences that come from that, moving hundreds of people from country to country, continent to continent, working very closely with local crews, local governments to tell, our story and make it happen. A global casting process. We searched from the US to Mexico to Africa to Paris to London to Italy. So we knew it was going to be an enormous challenge, but we also knew it was the only way to tell this story to protect the creative integrity, making a very realistic story.
Yeah, man, every day was difficult, really. It was an incredibly ambitious project. We were around the world. We were always in different situations. We were on big shipping boats. We were in the middle of the Sahara Desert. We were in the slums of Dakar. So every day really presented itself its own obstacle. And going to work every day, I always wondered what would be difficult about that day, but it surprised me, and it was always a challenge. So I think that's also what makes it exciting, is you never really know what's going to happen in the series, just like we never knew what was going to happen when we were shooting.
My brother will personally escort the load from start to finish.
We want to meet your Mexican friend and ship the merchandise.
Our father's number one rule is that buyers and sellers are connected by brokers.
How was your experience shooting in Mexico? You shot with actors like Victor Hugo Martin and Flavio Medina. How was the experience of sharing scenes with them?
Incredible, yeah. And I've been saying earlier that when one things that I really enjoyed in Mexico was a lot of the actors in the Mexico portion of this story are also theatre actors, and I'm a theatre actor, so we would have lots of long conversations about plays, which was really satisfying, you know, at 3 in the morning on a night shoot when somebody's trying to break a window. It was really, really wonderful. There's such a strong respect for the craft of acting here, and that was, yeah, it was great.
So it was pretty tough to coordinate because basically each word we portrayed in our show, it's a movie itself. So meaning that has to be casted, has to be, you have to do location scout. So this was probably the most challenging part because every time you change place, you start over again.
You know, I think the series is incredibly exciting, incredibly unpredictable, and is international in a way that maybe a series never has been before. I think it's exciting to see an action movie on this grand of a scale with this many international actors and locations. I think that's what makes it exciting, and you know, I hope people love it.
What was Dad's #1 rule?
Money solves everything.
Exactly, kiddo.